Hey folks, Matt Schneidman coming to you from BrightBytes for another short video. This time we're looking at the environment domain, one of my favorites. So we've got the four C's within classroom. I like thinking about the environment domain as the fifth C. It's that culture piece. Environment is going to be great for your school admin, for district admin. That's going to be a good place for them to look through the data and think about how they can impact the learning environments for both teachers and for students. We have a great platform navigation activity for principals that focuses on the environment domain. So if you're looking to engage them, that's a great entry point. So within the environment domain, I'm going to start within the three Ps. This is my go-to. I love looking at teacher frequency of technology discussions as a former teacher as well. I find so much value in seeing what teachers are saying here. So teachers discuss technology use during department or grade level team meetings. This is one of those where I talk about norming a lot. The best response is you might not want to see 100% of teachers in the always category. That might not make sense. Maybe it's more than half the time, or maybe you want to at least see everybody in less than half the time. And so think about what's going to be a best practice. And you can take that approach to all the data points on the platform as well. Just because they're visualized like this doesn't necessarily mean that a best practice is getting everybody into the always category or into the weekly category, whatever it might be. Teachers discuss technology use during evaluations. You can make the argument that if you want teachers to be implementing technology more, you should make it a part of their evaluations. So this is always a good one. These are all good data points also to compare across schools to see if there's one school that's doing it a little bit more than another school. And if that's the case, what are they doing with it? So we can see Apple Blossom Elementary School is 50% of the time, whereas Apple Blossom East Elementary School is 25% of the time. So what practices does Apple Blossom Elementary School have in place? What are they, or what are the, whoever's evaluating, what are they using to try to evaluate teachers? And so instead of having to remake the wheel, reinvent the wheel, you can ideally share some best practices across the district. Teachers discuss technology use during classroom observations or visits. I think about this in two ways. One is your more formal observations. That could be an instructional coach, that could be a curriculum director, that could be a principal. The second way that I think about this is teachers being able to observe other teachers. So I love connecting data points together, thinking about this data point right here. Teachers discuss technology use during department or grade level team meetings. All right, I'm talking with a teacher during a PLC. They say that they're doing this new thing with a new app or using their devices in a specific way. I want to go and observe them. So as a principal, do I provide opportunities for my teachers to do that? Is that part of the culture? And if it is part of the culture, do I, if necessary, provide subs for those teachers? One of the things I always find interesting is this thought when looking at the four C's of who can I bring in to help provide some professional development to my teachers around something like digital collaboration. You can bring somebody in, but when you look at that data, you usually see, there's 10, 20% of teachers saying they do something on a weekly basis. You have experts in your schools. How can those experts serve as resources to other teachers? This is a big one right here. The next one also, it's so big. Teachers feel recognized for integrating technology into teaching. I was a former teacher. Pat on the back is always nice. Not asking for a parade or anything like that, but sometimes you have a teacher who tries something with technology and it fails, and knowing that there's someone there that has their back, that recognizes that failure, recognizing it as a learning experience, is powerful, and it helps encourage risk-taking and innovation. As a principal, this might be one data point you just focus on. This is it. You're just focusing on recognizing teachers for the risks that they're taking, for trying to do new things in their classrooms. Some additional data points. I help shape a vision for empowered learning with technology at my school. I think there's so much so much power in this data point. A lot of interesting things to learn from this. I evaluate the progress of my professional learning goals. So if I even set professional learning goals, are there opportunities for reflection? A lot of the research shows that reflection is maybe the most powerful step or most impactful step in getting a teacher to change their pedagogical practices. And then finally, I collaborate with my colleagues to design authentic learning experiences that leverage technology. Again, great data point. There's a lot in here, and so I would definitely spend some time looking through this one. I spent a bit of time just going through the 3 Ps. So I'm going to end this video and then make a second one that looks at the rest of the environment domain. So this video focused on the 3 Ps, and then another environment video focused on the rest of it.